the rehydrate technique called neck turn. And neck turn is not about stretching the neck at all. It's actually about increasing the tensional pull against the arm lines to draw fluids back to the neck to stabilize the cervical vertebra, as well as to reestablish better balance in the collarbone and the upper rib wall. So this is a great hydration technique to actually reestablish some good stability in the cervical vertebra more than anything else. So the secret of doing this one is that your arms have to do length. So remember, any lengthening techniques, we have to go in two directions. So the two directions is that the arms are reaching away from us and really almost crawling the fingers away so that we're really thinking of the reach of the arms. Now the tendency is when you reach your arms away that your shoulders are going to want to shrug up towards the ears. So you want to try to allow the collarbones to remain wide with the arms straight. The second piece of it is to think about the nose slightly tipping up so that the throat stays open. And then just like we did with the neck turn assess, she'll take a breath in, and on an exhale she's going to slightly turn her head to the left. And just this slight turn, look at how just very subtle the angle is. What we're trying to do is increase the tensional pull against the arm line. So if we take a breath in, and on the exhale, we really think about allowing the shoulder to get heavy and remain long. She's going to get more of the tension down the arms. Can you get a sense of that one? And then we're going to take a breath in, and then she's going to bring her head back to center. So then again, she's going to keep her chin slightly lifted, take a breath in, and on an exhale, she'll slightly turn her head to the right. And same thing, we want to reach the arm, but we also want to allow the girdle to remain heavy. So just kind of thinking about as much tension as we can get without displacing the shoulder girdle to create the tension from the cheekbone and the collarbone over the shoulder girdle and down into the arm itself. Taking that nice breath in, and then exhaling and bringing her head back to the center. Now you can do this with your palms face down, or she could externally rotate and bring her palms face up. And same thing, she can take the breath in, and on an exhale, she's slightly going to turn her head to the left, increasing the tension against the arm line on the right side. Again, as she takes the breath in, allowing the shoulder girdle to remain as heavy as possible, and then she'll bring her head back to center, taking another breath in, and on an exhale, turning her head to the right. The thing we really want to be mindful of is that the ribs remain heavy as she creates the tension, so not allowing any arching or shoulder motion, just keep creating that nice tensional pull, and then she'll bring her head back to center. Now you can take your arms out a little bit wider so that the angle is different, and she can repeat that same motion again, either palms face down as she creates the gentle head turning, and again pausing in that position, taking a focused breath, finding the increase of tension from the breath, and then returning her head back to center, taking another breath in, and on the exhale, creating the motion, staying in that tension, taking another breath in, because the diaphragm and the ribs expanding is going to cause tension in the opposite direction as she's reaching, and bringing her head back to center. And again, she could also turn her palms face up and repeat that same motion. So really take a look at how the angle of the arm stays low. We never want to bring our arms out to the sides. That would cause compression to the glenohumeral joint, as well as the sternoclavicular joint, the collarbones where they meet the sternum. So the angle should remain at a nice low, wide letter A position at its widest, and again as narrow as right along the side of the roller to do the neck turn. You want to do those positions maybe 2 or 3 times. You can also change the angle of the arms, or you could just keep the arms at that first position to create this motion. Only 2 or 3 breaths in any of the into any side bending that you do. You want to get in and get out as you do a neck turn. Don't stay there too long in the position.